Recruitment is the lifeblood of our chapters. Without members continuously joining our chapters, SIGEP would cease to exist. It's the job of our recruitment committee and vice president of recruitment to identify the best men on campus and make them SIGEPs. And it is your role as the recruitment mentor to coach and support the vice president of recruitment in managing the recruitment process for the chapter. Before we get into the specifics, we're going to start by discussing SIGEP's recruitment philosophy. In a 2016 survey of 1.5 million freshmen, only 11% of incoming students indicated a desire to join a fraternity. That means 89% of students entering college have no desire to join our organization. And too often, those 11% of individuals who are interested in joining a fraternity are interested on a preconceived notion about what they believe the fraternity experience to be, stemming from social media and websites that glorify negative fraternity stereotypes. SIGEP recruits values-based men and avoid those who want a stereotypical fraternity experience. Like every organization that specializes in talent acquisition, SIGEP chapters should be recruiting 365 days of the year. Conversations with potential new members should be focused on getting to know their values and purpose and how they align with SIGEP's mission of building balanced leaders for the world's communities, and the cardinal principles of virtue, diligence, and brotherly love. The world's most successful organizations know that the key to success is having the right people. Likewise, SIGEP chapters look for high-quality members throughout the entire year, as opposed to only recruiting during rush. Some universities restrict when you can invite a man to join SIGEP to a specific window of time. They might even have restrictions on what men are eligible to accept invitations, for example, needing more than 12 credits or a certain GPA requirement. Some universities even restrict when chapters can have recruitment events that are intended for potential members. But no university can restrict the personal networking with non-members that makes up the most important part of recruiting. The best SIGEP chapters are successful at connecting with the highest quality potential new members year-round. In practice, values-based recruitment can look differently from chapter to chapter and from candidate to candidate. Ultimately, we want to get to know their personal values, motivations for joining a fraternity, and the experiences that they have had in their life that have built them into the men that they are today. This can be done in a number of ways. Some of the most common ways include the Balanced Man Scholarship and a membership application or interview. The Balanced Man Scholarship is a monetary scholarship typically offered to incoming freshmen. The scholarship is our means of connecting with the 89% of incoming freshmen who don't want a stereotypical fraternity experience. By promoting the scholarship rather than the fraternity itself, freshmen are more likely to apply and express interest. Freshmen are not obligated to join the fraternity in order to apply or be eligible to win the scholarship, so they are more comfortable and willing to sit down to have a conversation with us. After a formal interview and a few casual interactions, candidates will learn more about our fraternity's values and will be more likely to join the chapter. If you want to learn more about the Balanced Man Scholarship, additional resources can be found at sigep.org/BMS. When done right, the Balanced Man Scholarship is the single best way to connect with the highest quality potential members on each campus. It isn't a recruitment tool so much as a lead generation tool. It doesn't recruit these great candidates to be brothers. It simply puts the best men on your radar so your chapter can actively recruit them. Many of the men who have expressed interest in the scholarship have never, nor will ever, express interest in the stereotypical fraternity. They often aren't the men who sign up for formal recruitment. They are the men who will make your chapter great if you succeed in recruiting them. The BMS expresses the values of our fraternity. On its own, the BMS will not attract men to our chapter, but it will help SIGEP be attractive to the right men by showing we aren't the stereotype that they are avoiding. Now that we know SIGEP's recruitment philosophy, we can address how this will ultimately impact you as the mentor to the Vice President of Recruitment. First, you will need to coach your mentee to implement SIGEP's recruitment philosophy through describing the benefits of year-round recruitment and utilizing tools like the Balanced Man Scholarship. You are also uniquely positioned to provide perspective on recruitment goals and standards to ensure that recruitment is a chapter-wide priority and activity. You have one of the most important tasks in the SIGEP world, ensuring the quality of new members for many generations to come. Recruitment affects everything that we do as an organization and is the easiest way to make a chapter successful or completely ruin decades of progress. Always remember, quality drives quantity, but never let a chapter use an excuse of going for quality as a reason to fail at getting quantity. Luckily, you're not alone. We have a ton of resources to help you out. Among them, the Vice President of Recruitment Officer Guide, the Balanced Man Scholarship Guide, and the Vice President of Recruitment page on sigap.org, which consists of many articles, webinars, and training resources that have been created to support you and your undergraduate mentee. If you should have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to your regional director or district governor. Thank you for choosing to volunteer with SIGEP and investing in our undergraduate brothers.